welcome. Get ready for a heart-pounding start to the new year with a cinematic lineup that screams adrenaline and suspense. From post-apocalyptic survival battles to chilling horrors that lurk in the dark, this month delivers high-stakes thrills, gritty crime dramas, and mind-bending sci-fi mysteries promised to keep you on the edge of your seat. Prepare for intense action sequences that will leave you breathless. Let's start the countdown. Number 8, Primate.
Listen to me, we need help!
Oh, you need some help?
Send some help!
Primate hits the big screen on January 9th, and it's a total adrenaline shot for horror fans. The story follows Lucy, a college student who returns home to Hawaii for a relaxing summer break with her family and their beloved pet chimpanzee, Ben. Everything takes a terrifying turn during an afternoon pool party when Ben contracts rabies and transforms into a violent, unstoppable predator. Director Johannes Roberts, the mastermind behind 47 Meters Down, brings that same claustrophobic tension here, proving he's a pro at making animal gone wrong movies feel fresh. Genre-wise, this one's a straight-up horror thriller with a creature feature twist. It leans into natural horror, but it's not just about jump scares. It's about survival, instincts, and the fear of losing control. If you're looking for a visceral, high-stakes thriller to kick off your 2026, this is the one to watch.
Ben?
Number 7, Greenland 2, Migration.
Let's go. The world is a dangerous place now.
If you thought the first movie, Greenland, was intense, hold on to your seats because things are about to get even crazier. The story will follow John and Allison 5 years after the Clark comet decimated the planet, forcing them to finally step out of their Greenland bunker. They'll embark on a grueling trek across the frozen, ash-covered ruins of Europe to find a rumored safe haven in the south. Gerard Butler and Morena Baccarin bring a gritty, weathered intensity to John and Allison Garrity that only years of post-apocalyptic survival could forge. Director Rick Roman Waugh is back behind the lens, masterfully blending massive, terrifying scale with intimate, heart-pounding moments. This flick is the ultimate triple threat, a high-octane action powerhouse, a disaster-level adventure, and a raw, pulse-pounding survival story. We're diving into Greenland 2, Migration, the long-awaited sequel that's finally hitting theaters this Friday, January 9th.
Oh my God!
I'll take care of you both till my last breath.
Number 6, 28 years later, The Bone Temple.
Look at the incredible changes.
If you've been waiting nearly 3 decades for the ultimate infection epic, the wait is finally over with the massive sequel, 28 years later, The Bone Temple. This chapter finds a young survivor named Spike venturing into the desolate, nightmare-fueled mainland to seek a cure for his ailing mother. He discovers a terrifying new society led by a mysterious figure who has built a literal temple out of the remains of the old world. Ralph Fiennes is hauntingly brilliant as the eerie Dr. Kelson, while breakout star Alfie Williams brings an incredible amount of heart to the chaos. Director Nia DaCosta, who blew us away with Candyman, takes the reins here and perfectly captures that gritty, DIY visual style that made the original a classic. This isn't just a zombie flick, it's a high-octane action powerhouse that features some of the most creative world-building we've seen in years. 28 years later, The Bone Temple hits theaters January 16th, and it's a brutal, blood-pumping return to the rage-infected world we can't get enough of. Number 5, Dead Man's Wire.
This is a dead man's wire.
If anybody yanks on me or yanks on that gun, he'll die.
Get ready for one of the wildest true crime thrillers to hit theaters this year. Dead Man's Wire dives into the unbelievable real story of Tony Karitsis. Set in 1977, the story follows a desperate man who storms into a mortgage office, wires a shotgun to a banker's neck, and demands justice. As the standoff unfolds live on radio and TV, the city watches in shock while law enforcement scrambles to defuse the crisis. Bill Skarsgård is absolutely haunting as the desperate Karitsis, while Dacre Montgomery delivers a raw, terrified performance as the man caught in the crosshairs. Director Gus Van Sant returns to top form here, capturing that authentic, grimy 1970s aesthetic while keeping the tension high enough to make your heart race. You'll be able to catch this intense thriller when it hits theaters on January 9th. With a powerhouse supporting cast, including Al Pacino and Coleman Domingo, it's easily one of the most prestigious picks of the month.
Oh, I know the people.
He's a good man.
He's out of control.
Number 4, Send Help. Get ready, because the legend of horror, Sam Raimi, is finally back in the director's chair for a movie that looks absolutely unhinged. Send Help crashes into theaters January 30th, and it's a tense, slow-burn thriller that'll leave you squirming. The story will center on Linda and her annoying boss, Bradley, who find themselves as the only survivors of a brutal plane crash on a deserted island. Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien look like a powerhouse duo, bringing a perfect mix of corporate tension and raw, physical desperation to the screen. This is a psychological horror thriller with survival elements. It leans more into mental warfare than monsters, making it feel fresh and grounded. Clear your calendar for January 30th and get ready for one of the most wickedly entertaining and psychologically charged thrillers of the year.
Okay.
Number 3. Shelter.
He was one of the first of elite operatives.
If you're craving some high-octane excitement to kick off your 2026, then you need to have Shelter on your radar. The story follows a mysterious recluse named Mason, who lives a quiet, isolated life on a remote coastal island. His peaceful existence gets shattered when he rescues a young girl from a deadly storm at sea. This one act of kindness triggers a violent chain reaction, forcing him to step out of the shadows and face a dangerous past he thought he'd left behind. Jason Statham is back and absolutely at the top of his game, delivering a performance that's both physically punishing and surprisingly emotional. Director Rick Roman Waugh, the guy behind Greenland, does a phenomenal job grounding the chaos with a gritty, realistic feel that makes every punch land harder. This movie is the perfect mix of a bone-crunching action flick and a pulse-pounding thriller. It's scheduled for a wide theatrical release on January 30th, with a runtime of 1 hour and 47 minutes. Number 2. Mercy.
Or you will be executed in precisely 90 minutes.
Mercy drops January 23rd, and it's a slick, high-concept sci-fi thriller that'll keep you locked in. Set in 2029 Los Angeles, the story follows Detective Raymond, who's accused of murdering his wife. With just 90 minutes to prove his innocence, he's forced to defend himself in front of an advanced AI judge, one he once helped create. As the clock ticks, the trial turns into a tense battle between man, machine, and truth. Chris Pratt brings a desperate, gritty energy to the lead role that feels light years away from his usual wisecracking characters. Rebecca Ferguson is absolutely chilling as the voice and presence of the AI judge, delivering a performance that is both elegant and terrifying. Director Timur Bekmambetov brings a sleek, futuristic style that blends courtroom drama with pulse-pounding tension. He expertly blends the cold, sleek aesthetic of a sci-fi future with the raw, bone-crunching action we crave. This flick was filmed specifically for IMAX, so the futuristic Los Angeles visuals are going to look massive and immersive on a giant screen.
Get me out of here!
Number 1. The Rip.
So, there's been some developments. We have a few more questions.
Get ready for a massive reunion because the most anticipated Netflix thriller of the season is almost here. The story follows 2 veteran Miami detectives who discover a staggering $20 million stash while hitting a derelict house during a routine narcotics raid. This life-changing discovery causes trust within their elite squad to fracture as they realize they can't even rely on their own colleagues. As dangerous outside forces learn about the massive seizure, the officers must navigate a lethal game of survival where the line between the good guys and the bad guys completely disappears. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck bring an incredible, almost telepathic chemistry to the screen that reminds us why they're the ultimate Hollywood duo. Director Joe Carnahan, the mastermind behind The Grey and Narc, delivers a gritty, boots-on-the-ground realism that makes every shootout feel heavy and dangerous. This flick is a powerhouse crime thriller that doesn't just rely on spectacle, it digs deep into the psychological toll of greed and loyalty. You definitely don't want to miss the intense premiere of The Rip on January 16th when it drops globally on the platform.
I don't trust you right now, and that's a problem!